y'all, Bridget Bartlett here. Today, I am going to give you an overview of the high level payments system. There are many, many ways of collecting payments in high level. So, I want to give you an overview of all the different ways, and then I want to show you how to actually use these different types of payment methods. So, first, you'll see inside of high level, if you see this is my own branded version of high level, you'll see the payments tab here. And when you click there, you'll see like invoices and documents and all of that. Now, before I go too deep into all of this, if you are not a high level member yet, you can go to myvisionagency.com and you can join our program as an affiliate. Check out all the bonuses here. This is also a great option if you are an experienced marketer or an agency owner creating your high level account so you can resell high level among all of our other resources and coaching. You also, if you're more of a beginner to software reselling or you're already on the high level SaaS plan, you can go ahead and join as a client and you can see all of your options there. So inside of high level, you'll see in the invoices tab, we have all invoices. And this is basically your dashboard where all of the invoices are going to show, whether they're paid or unpaid. You're also going to see you have the reoccurring templates here. And this is going to be, and you can always see here, you create new, but this is always going to be for the invoices that you want to send every single month. Okay. So you can also, if you click on the little gearbox here, you can adjust the settings. You'll see there's lots of options here for like email configurations and what you want your invoices to be called and the payment settings. So how many days after that. Also, you can import the product descriptions, reminder settings. You also can add your own custom values there. And then you have notifications that you can customize. So, what do you want? How do you want your customers to be notified? And then also you can adjust the email templates and customize all of those. You can see there's lots and lots of options here. Okay. So that would be for the customer notifications. And then of course you have the team notifications that you can customize as well. And of course, if you didn't want any of these to be sent to your team member, you just toggle that off and then save. Okay. So that is basically the rundown of the invoices here. Just make sure that when you're creating the invoices that you use the new or recurring. You can have the templates there. And then, of course, when you have one of the templates created, let's just create one real quickly here. You can see this is what it looks like here. We would just pull in one of the products that we have available. Let's just say this one here. And then, of course, we could save. We could add any notes here that we want to, and then save. Now that's our template. So if we wanted to use this template, we could just click here and then choose one time or reoccurring. Okay. So it's the same basic process when you are working with the documents and contracts. So if we click here for documents, you'll see here that all of our documents are listed. And then also, this is basically replacing like PandaDoc or DocuSign. So we have all of the drafts here, all of the contracts that we're waiting for signatures, and then all that have been completed. Of course, we can search by the start and end date here. And then here is where we want to adjust the settings for the proposals. Okay, so if we want to set the customer notifications, we're going to do this in this area. And of course, you can, just like before, you can toggle on or off according to whatever notification that you want. Love that we can also use custom values here so that it will autofill whatever, in this example, the document name is. If you did want to use any custom values here, you just click the custom values, and then you can choose any of these that you wanted to use. We also have the team notifications that you can set here, and then also product invoicing. You can adjust those settings there. Okay. So same thing with documents and contracts. You just want to create a template. So you could upload one if you already have one created, or you could just create a new one here inside of the editor, and you'll see all of the options here. You can pull over images, you can pull over product lists, you can pull over videos and all of those things here to really customize your template here for your proposal. So once you get that, customize and set how you want it to, we're just going to, of course, save. And then same thing, if you wanted to use this, you could manually send it one time. So we just want to use this. So we can do use template, and then we can choose how we want to use it. Okay. So here in the orders section, this is where you're going to see all of the orders that have been placed inside your account. You can see I have some test orders here, and it shows the customer name, whatever the source was, how many items, the order date, the total, status complete. We could also click here to view the order if we want to. So you can see a lot more information there. Let's go back here now to our orders. So of course you could filter here. You could also export the orders if you want to by clicking there to download. Okay. Now we also can check out all of the abandoned checkouts. So how many people did not complete the checkout process? We can check that there. We can also check out the different subscriptions. So you can see a subscription is simply a reoccurring product, which is great for us who are software resellers, because we can set our products up here, and then of course we can create that reoccurring subscription so that every single month they get billed. Okay, pretty self-explanatory for subscriptions. If you want to create a subscription, you do that in the products, but this is going to show all of these subscriptions that you have available. We also have the ability to create payment links. This is really, really great if you are new to HighLevel, or you haven't got a system set up yet, and you just need to get someone a payment link so that they can pay you for whatever it is you're providing. This is a really easy way of doing that. All you need to do is click here to create a new payment link, and you're going to select one of the products that you have created, for example, this one, and then you can choose, do you want to require the customers to add a phone number, collect the address, allow coupon codes? You also have the ability to have them pay, to book an appointment, or to even donate. You can add your branding there, or you could choose to not have the branding, or I'm sorry, it's your branding as in the agency. If you are the agency owner, or I'm sorry, this was actually the sub account level. If you want your sub account level to be branded, you could do that. So this sub account is called MVA demo. That's why it has that branding there. So if you don't want it, you just uncheck that box there. You can also add your terms and conditions here. I think if you want to test this, you can just toggle that off and then go ahead and run your test. But if you want to go ahead and make it live, you just make it live. And then once you do that, you'll see you have this payment link created. It said terms and conditions cannot be empty, but you have this payment created now. And if you want to preview it, this is what it's going to look like. And then you would just simply share the link, and then they will be able to check out using that link. Okay, so pretty self-explanatory, really, really cool and easy. You could even add those payment links to a website if you wanted to, just by adding the link to a button. I mean, there's lots of things that you can do, but those payment links make it really, really simple to just hurry, quickly get that transaction completed. So the next thing, speaking of transactions, is we have a list of all their transactions. Okay, so of course, we can see that Jane Doe 2 has checked out using Stripe, and here's the source. We see the transaction date. We also can click here, and if we needed to refund Jane Doe, we can do that here. Okay, this makes it really, really simple to refund. And the goal is we want to keep this all inside of your account. We don't want you to have to, and it used to be this way, where if you had to do a refund, if this went through Stripe, you would have to go into Stripe and do the refund. But now everything can be done directly in HighLevel. Okay, so we also have the ability to create products, like I was saying, when we're creating the invoice or the payment links and all of that. We have our products created here. So if you want to import your products as a CSV, you can do that. You can also import them directly from Stripe if you already have them built out there. If you are on the HighLevel SaaS plan and you have configured your products in the SaaS configurator, that creates the products inside of Stripe. So if you want to use those exact products inside of your account, you have to import those first. And I have lots of training on all of that. But then, of course, to create your product from scratch, you're just going to click on Create Product. You'll see this option here that says include in the online store. Inside of High Level, we do have the capability of creating an e-commerce store. And I just thought I'd show you, this is kind of what mine looks like here. So I have, services and snapshots and all of those things. So you see we have like the categories up here. You have the individual page. And of course, you can choose buy now. And then you'll go through the checkout process. We have the cart option and buy now, pay later, all of those things. But just thought it does help to kind of get a live view of what that would look like. So if you're looking for like an e-commerce type of store, you want this product to be included in that e-commerce store, you want to make sure that that is toggled on, and that's all you have to do. It's included in your store. Now, to create the product, obviously, want to give it a title, a description. You can add images or even video files here. You can add them to a collection. So I showed you the categories. That would be the collections here. You can charge tax on this product and choose your tax plan there. You could also choose one time or reoccurring. You could choose your price. You can choose the compare at price. If this product needs to be tracked by inventory, like for example, physical goods, let's say red t-shirts in size large, and you only have 10 of those, then you could track that. And then of course, do you want to continue selling when out of stock or no? You can select all of that there. There are some advanced options here just for the product description. And then if you're releasing a membership area or an offer, you can just toggle that on. And then this product, when it is purchased, it will also release this membership area. For example, if I wanted onboarding, it would do that there. I can also add different prices to this product. If maybe I wanted to create different funnels with different prices and maybe do some A/B split testing, I have that option. I could also add variants here. Again, this would be like really a lot for physical inventory here. And then also we can update the SEO so that it can actually be found by search engines. So if we are, reselling something, we want to give it a good title, description, and then of course we can choose what is the link to this. For example, if this was our AI ads manager, maybe I want the link to be whatever my domain is /product/AI ads. I can add that link there and then customize it. So of course, when all of that is complete, you're just going to click save, and then you'll see an option up here, sync with Stripe or PayPal if that's what you're using. And then of course you'll just sync. Now, you also can toggle over here and it'll take you through all of these options that I just took you through. So that's really how you want to create the products. And if you wanted to create collections or categories, then you could do that here. And you saw when I created or when we went through the products, you saw these three categories. This is how you want to create or, of course, edit or delete them. We also have coupons here. So this is really cool. I showed you before that you have the ability to choose whether you want coupons to be available on that product. Coupons are a great way of capturing like abandoned cart leads and say, hey, looks like you didn't complete your purchase. Do you want to save 20%? And then you could say, like, give this coupon a name. Let's say save 20. And then what is the coupon code? I can make it whatever I want here, like save 20. Of course, actually 20. And we don't want to spell it right. Or I could just click here and generate, and it'll give me a coupon code. I can choose if I want this coupon code to be a percentage or a fixed amount. For example, if I say percentage, I could choose 20%. I could choose when I want this coupon to start. I could also even choose a specific time, and I could even choose an end time if I only want this coupon to be available, like maybe just a week or something. I could limit the number of times the coupon can be redeemed, limit the coupon to selected products. So this is really important. Let's say I only want this funnel to be able to be used or this product to be able to use with the coupon code. So I could select that product there. I could also limit this one time per customer or apply to reoccurring future payments. So obviously that's important if it's like a subscription product. Okay. So then we would just simply give that coupon code that we just created to our customers. And then when they go to check out the product on whatever page we've added that to, they will be able to enter that in and then save whatever amount we have given them. Um, if we want to go to the settings here, you'll see this is going to be the settings for all of your products. So, do you want to send them a receipt? It's really simple. You can just toggle this on here. You want to give your receipt a title. You can add a prefix here. You can choose the number that it starts at, the from name, the from email. We have some default characters here, like the receipt. Company name. Thank you for your recent purchase. You can add any notes down here. You can also change the template here if you like. Okay. So when we talked about taxes, if you need to create your own tax plan to add taxes to your products, you can do that here. And then, of course, we have some notifications. So you can adjust the template here. You can choose when do you want to send that abandoned cart email out. And then, of course, shipping and delivery, you can add different zones here for your delivery areas. You can also click here to integrate different payment gateways. So you can see what's available right now is Stripe, PayPal, Authorize.net, NMI, or Razorpay. Now, I will preface this with saying all of these can be used at the sub account level. Okay. But if you are on the high level SaaS plan and you're using the SaaS configurator, those plans will have to be used through Stripe so that you can automate the rebilling. Okay. Stripe is the only one that supports the SaaS configurator rebilling. All right. So you could connect Stripe to your agency and your sub account, and then you could use PayPal or any of these others for any of your products and all of that. But just for the rebilling, Stripe is all that it is accepted right now. Okay. But if you are not an agency, you're a sub account, you don't have to worry about that. You can use any of these that you want to. Okay. So that is really an overview of all of the products. But the next step is, how do you actually add these products to a funnel? So if you go into the sites section here, and this is going to be the same process, whether you're adding to a funnel or to a website. So I'm just going to go ahead and let's just create a new one. We'll just say from blank, and then I'm going to call this test and create. I'm sure I have a million test funnels in here that I could use, but let's just go ahead and create one together. Test and choose funnel step. So let's say that this is our funnel and we have this page. I'm just going to create from blank here. Let's go ahead and save it. All right. Okay, so let's add a section. It's going to make us add a section before we can save. All right, so we have our website here and we have a couple products that we want to sell on this page. All right, so what we need to do is go back and you'll see here when I'm selected this page here, you'll see over here products. Okay, so what I want to do is I want to go to the page I'm going to sell the product on, and then I want to select it from the drop down menu. I can also choose the price. I can give my product a name here. I could also choose the price override, which this really just means what it's going to look like on the form. You don't have to do anything with that unless you just don't like the way that it looks. And then, of course, you could change that. And then we have you can choose the main product here or even make it a bump product. But to make this simple, I'm just going to keep the main product and we'll go ahead and click save. Okay. So now we've added this product. And of course, I could continue adding products if I want to. So that is how you want to connect the product to the page. But we actually don't have a way of selling it yet to the page, right? So what we have to do is we have to go into the page and we need to add a checkout form. So there are two different checkout forms that we can use, a one-step or a two-step. As soon as we get in here. And then, so I'm going to click here and let's go ahead. It's saying add a row. So I'm going to go ahead and just add a row here. And then now it's saying add an element. So I want to add an element. I'm going to scroll down here and you'll see the different checkout steps. So the checkout step one is going to be just one single step, just like it's called, and you'll be able to enter in the info of the customer, or they can enter in the info of the customer. And then you'll see this says dynamic item. It says dynamic item. It also has like a dynamic price. And that's because this is just a generic or universal order form. Okay. If I want to adjust any of this info on the form, for example, if I wanted to change the button color, I could do that. You see it changes to black. I could change any of these things here. And then I also want to choose when they submit this order form, where are they going to go? Typically in a funnel, it's going to be the next step. And of course, in that next step, I would need to build out a thank you page. that it would go to the next step, or I could just send them to any like random link or whatever step in the funnel I want to send them to. Okay. Now, I can adjust all of these things, and you'll see here, like, for example, shipping and your info. I could change this to say contact info or something like that. Instead of upgrade your order and save, I could just delete that if I don't like it. I can even delete that if I don't like that. Okay, so I don't have to show the company name if I don't want to. I can remove the phone number if I don't want to. So there's lots of things I can remove. Like, let's say we don't need shipping information. So now I've eliminated all of that there. Okay, and you'll see we talked about coupon codes. This is where our customer would enter a coupon code. If we don't want them to use coupon codes, we just toggle that off, and that gets rid of that. Okay. Also, if we don't want them the ability to enable the cart, what that means is they'll be able to select multiple. And if this is like a one time funnel, of course, we don't want that. If we don't want to show the pricing information, we could toggle that off. But let's go ahead and just see what that looks like now that we've done a lot of editing here. So this is what the product is going to look like. You can see that we have our fields here that we've chosen. We have the name of the product. We have our coupon codes that can be entered. You can't change the quantity because we removed that checkout option. But let's look at if we have the cart mode on. Let's go ahead and refresh, and you'll see now they have this option here, right? Actually, it should be this quantity should change, but I think oh, yes, that's what it is. It's not the quantity, it's the selection. If we had multiple products here, then in cart mode, they would be able to select multiple products, but we just have one. That's why it didn't visually make sense to me. Okay. So let's disable the cart mode. And when we do that, you'll see now it just moves back to the regular like radio button where they could only select one item. Okay. So that is how you want to adjust all of those things. And of course, if you're collecting phone numbers or really anytime you're making a purchase, it's great to have the accept terms and conditions, because if you are accepting money, you need to let them know, what you're going to do with that information, right? If they're purchasing your plan, you want to let them know, what do you do about refunds? Do you offer like a money back guarantee? What are the terms when you cancel? All of those things you really want to let them know anytime you're collecting money. So we'll just go ahead and toggle that on there. Now, if we wanted to, let's say we want to, instead of sending them right to this page where they're going to see the price and all of that, a lot of times what we want to do is collect their information and then show them what the prices are, because we want the ability to follow up. And it's not that we're just being like sneaky. It's because a lot of times people just are not ready to make a buying decision, and we want the ability to follow up. So if we know that they want to know the price, because that's what we all go for, right? We want to know the price, then we can kind of encourage them to give us their contact information, and then they can see the price, and that way we can follow up and tell them, all of the benefits and things about our business and help them make a good decision. So what I want to do here is I want to add the add element, and this time I'm going to add a two-step order form. So you can see here, now you don't see the prices, right? We have the shipping info, basically the contact info, and then we have another section where it's going to show the prices. So to edit those, I mean, the first step is going to be basically the same. You're changing the button color. You can adjust all these things. You want to say, what do you want to happen when they've made a purchase? But here is the difference on this one here. You'll see that you can toggle over between step one and step two. So if I select step one, you'll see that we have shipping and you see all of the customer information. If I select step two, here is where we have the item information, and of course the coupons, all the payment info, right? So this is important because if you are wanting to edit, for example, shipping, you don't want it to say shipping. You could eliminate that. You could eliminate that. And if you want it to just say, enter your contact info, you could say that if you want to. let's just say get started today or whatever we want to say there. Okay. And then, of course, we could remove the phone number. We could remove the shipping info if we want to. Now we just have contact info. If we wanted to say something besides go to step two, we can say claim this special offer. Okay, and so now we love step one, and we're going to go ahead and switch to step two now. Maybe instead of enter or edit shipping details, if we're not collecting the shipping info, obviously, maybe we want to change this to edit contact details. And then, of course, we could adjust any of these things here that we wanted to and customize. Okay. So let's go ahead and save now. And you'll see if we look at this page now, it looks quite different, right? So we don't have the payment info. If we wanted to enter in, let's just say tester, and let's say test at gmail.com and claim the special offer, you'll see you have to enter in the contact information and then it goes to the payment info. So you could trigger automations based off of each of these steps. So let me show you how to do that. So if we want to create an automation that is going to send emails when they opt in that two-step checkout form, let me show you here. So let's go to automations. Let's create a workflow. Let's just start from scratch. And we want to choose that product. Okay. So first step here, we're going to choose order form. Okay. So order form submission. This would be like for the opt in. Okay. So if we want to say submission type is going to be opt in, and let's even choose a specific funnel. Okay, let's just say in test one funnel, when someone opts in to that funnel in this website right here, we're going to trigger this automation. So we probably want like to send an email. Okay. So that's how we would do with the opt in. Now, if they're a purchase, though, we want to do order form submission, but we can choose sale. And then let's say in this website, or we could even choose page is, or we could even choose product is, right? You could even choose submission type. Instead of choosing order form submission, you could choose, let's delete this. You could choose order submitted global product is, and then let's say it was this one. Okay. So now if I choose this option, it's going to be whenever someone has purchased this. They could purchase it through a payment link. They could purchase it through a series of funnels. They could purchase it through an invoice. It doesn't really matter how someone purchases. If they purchase this specific product anywhere in our account, it's going to trigger this automation. So typically I'd want to send an email. Maybe I want to tag the user. Maybe I want to send a text message. Maybe I want to add them to a manual call. Maybe I want to send a message to my Slack to notify my team, a ringless voicemail. There's so many things I could choose at this point as soon as that order's been submitted to follow up with them. Okay. So um, that's really a as thorough of an overview of the payment system that I could possibly give you. I encourage you guys though, don't get overwhelmed with all of these options. Just know the process and build out your system, and then you'll just keep these things in the back of your mind so that when you do need them, you know that they're available to you. You don't have to go purchase a million and one different subscriptions to be able to accomplish what you're trying to do. So thank you all so much for joining me, and I will see you tomorrow, same time, same place. Go make your vision a reality. Bye. Bridget Bartlett here. I literally could not be more excited or blessed to host a 3-day workshop with the HighLevel team to show you how to build your community in HighLevel. Yes, that's right. You don't need to purchase additional software to build your community. It's just one of the many amazing tools that I use every single day to scale my business and brand. Do not miss this 3-day workshop starting July 1st. I am going to give you some resources that are going to take you from zero to hero in your own thriving community using HighLevel. I'll see you there. for joining us for today's training. If you have any questions, you can join us for open office hours starting right now at bridgetbartlett.com. It's free and open to everyone, so I'll see you there.